as we said, the brief is created, auto-created, the processes that this needs to go on within us with deliverable 1, 2, and 3. What that has maybe looked to do here, for example, is auto create the copy. So here, for example, you can see we said this is a PDP page. I need it in a certain language. Ensure it's in our brand voice, and we've got certain brands that we pick up on and bring this through. So number one is your copy is created for you automatically. That can then, because you know that's coming from brand guidelines, it's going to be you're pretty good from that point of view, and then move to the human who can come in and do exactly what you're seeing on screen here, which is start to refine this, because it's not going to probably have that human feel as of yet to it, and you're going to have them coming in either rewriting or asking it to rephrase certain parts of this within here. That will just generate the new text and pop it in for you as soon as it's ready. So once we've got that, this will allow us then to move forward and say, take an action. I've looked at the copy, I've regenerated, I've made sure it's good. At this point, you get multiple options, in terms of how processes are built. But, for example, I could collaborate with a colleague and say, hey, Fergus, come have a look at this with me here. This is my thinking. Are you good before we move forward? So that doesn't go away. There's still a huge place for that collaboration in the world. That's not going anywhere. However, I could decide to send this to the AI compliance agent, and I'd simply click on the button to do it. That will call the agent to do that and start to look at the asset that we've got within here. So that from a legal perspective, maybe claims that you're making on there will be, some of our clients are quite heavily involved in the claims that they're making on products within here. We'll do the check, and we'll bring this back and
as best we can.
As best we can.
Hallucinations. That's why we still need a human in the loop. So
we do.
Just to point that one out.
Yeah, and again, I think the most obvious one is that with the previewer tool that we've got, the annotations come back, show exactly where AI is thinking it spotted discrepancies and calls it out and gives you a text explanation for that. So that's number one, is bringing that back into here and showing it. Some have done this and they've brought it back in different ways, and this is the beauty of, I suppose, AI can come back as a big HTML blob and look quite nicely with big green ticks saying this has been passed, this has been passed, this has been passed, this has failed. So we can bring that back, for example, in the briefing form for you and show it in different ways. But this is the most obvious way of doing it, to say we will get the feedback back from the AI checker, and at that point, as that comes back, we're going to track this through the process. So if you see on the right hand side, for example, we're seeing this coming through and moving between agent and human and teams, all interlinking as it moves through its process. So it is very much that intertwining the efficiencies that this can bring in with the people.